Now this video is how to manipulate various background for your design. So you click on InShot, click on photo, you click that nail, then you pick, let us say this is what you want to use. Now this one is talking about how to blur your background. So when you click on InShot, so you just go to background, you go to blur, then you remove the main surface. So you can click any of these parts. That's how to blur your background using InShot. So this video is still going to talk about other ways in which you can manipulate various background. Just keep watching this video. Now you go to pipe. Let's assume you want to make some of the parts. You see this part now, some of it is blur, some of it is neat. So in case you want to put a design on a blur background, this is how to go about it. But beyond this, just watch. We are going to do this part. Okay, we are going to add another design just for you to see. To this design, if you want to add a blur background to your design, so this is how to go about it. And you can actually make it very blur, and you can even blend it. You can blend the design on a particular background. You can blend the design on a particular background and get something new from that, and get another kind of background from that background. So you can actually use a blend tool in InShot. Now, but beyond this, you can also place your design. If you want to make the background very blur, you see, you are going to increase it. So you just go to background and pick all those parts. Either you want it very blur, you want it blur small, you want it highly blur. So that is how to go about it. Or you just want it like this, you can do this and just export. So these are ways in which you can manipulate your background. But there are several ways. Now, aside just blurring your background, there are ways in which you can even make part of those background, you can make part of it shining. So let's see how to go about that part. You can make part of this blur background shine. So you import the same thing, you click on mask. You see that mask too. So you can use various parts of mask. So let's start with that rectangle. So you see those cycle that is at the down. You see that cycle at the down and that one. You can use the one at the left side to curve it. You see the way we are moving it. Either to curve it to make it cycle or rectangle. Now, but the one at down, exactly the first one we circle. So you can use the one at the side to either increase it or decrease it. But you see this one at the down, you can actually use it. You see the way I'm pushing it upward, downward. It actually blur it. It's blur the edges. It won't give it a sharp edges. You see that it doesn't give it a sharp edges. So that's the function of that. When you open mask tools, the down part, yes, that's down. When you move it, it's actually to reduce the sharpness of the edges. So you see, so you can use the second part of the mask too. So on this one, you can use your two finger to actually reduce the size. To rotate it, you use your two finger to actually reduce this. Then we are doing it to push it to the side, to push it to this side. Then you use this arrow beside it to actually increase. You use that arrow to actually roughen the edges so that it won't have a smooth edges. You know, when it doesn't have a smooth edges, it fits into your work. So some of the work will be shining and some of it will be blur. So people will be looking at it, how do you arrive at this? So these are ways in which you can actually manipulate your background. Don't worry, this video is still going to talk about several ways. Just watch this video to the end, because there are more than several ways. We have more than 6 or more ways in which you can blur your background here. So these are ways in which you can actually blur it. All you need is either to increase that part or to decrease it. You see that part of our design now look blur and part of it look like is normal. So that's how to go about it. So you can also use this type of the rectangle, the first one that we first do. So you see that one that look like brushes, that angle now, you see this one you can use to increase and decrease it. But the one that look like brush that is at the left side now, you can use it to roughen the edges. You can use it to roughen the edges so that it won't have the smooth edges. It will just fit directly into your background. People will think, how do you do it? That some of it are shining, some of it are blur. Now it look like it's still the same design, but nobody will know that you pipe another design on the same design on it, and you use mask to actually roughen the edges so that it don't have a smooth edges. It still look like the same design. So you can use a arrow at the side to increase and decrease. Then that arrow that look like brush, you can use it to roughen the edges so that it will fit into your design, and it will look like you are not even importing anything. It's still the same design. So that is how you can actually manipulate your background. Now let's go to this. Now sometimes you want to get a new shape from your design. All these design are gotten from Google, Pinterest and the like, so you can always type it, maybe church background, different background. So now you click on that shape, then you use that one to fit it into it. When you click on the size you want, this you go to canvas. When you click on canvas, then it will bring it to the surface. You can pick any shape you want, then you use that arrow, this where this red arrow is pointing, to actually increase or decrease it. So then you get any shape that you want, any kind of shape that you want. So that's how to go about that part. So let's continue this time around. So let's assume you want to put this on this. So you click on it and you click on, you pipe it, it will bring out, you'll be able to pick from your gallery. Then you go to max 2. Then max 2, you see the way we are doing it to roughen the edges. That brush, that one that look like the brush is at the down now. You use it to roughen the edges. So you use it to roughen the edges. You use it to, you see that brush, you use it to roughen the edges. You use it to roughen the edges so it will look like it's part of it. So you just adjust it till you're comfortable. You see the way it is now, it look like it's part of it, so you just put it on it so it's like it's still part of the design. So these are ways in which you can actually manipulate your background or import something new into your background. So just watch this video today, you learn many ways in which you can manipulate your background. So it's just for you to use that brush to adjust it and get what you want. So go to mask to use that brush to adjust it. Then you can also go to blend. So when you go to blend, this is what you get. When you go to blend, you can check all of it to see the one that goes for you. If you don't see, just go back and use that mask 2 and you'll be fine. But sometimes you can also check to see if the new thing you pipe on your design can blend into the design by using blend 2. You see now when we use blend 2, if it is what you want, you can leave it. If it is not what you want, since you've already achieved your design that is not having a smooth edges through that mask 2, so you can always check if you want to mask it or not. So we just try to increase the size here, and that's how to go about some of these things. So you can still go to background. Now when you go to background, you can remove the first surface. Yes, you see the way you remove it, use your hand to click it downward, and you can give it any surface you want. So sometimes when you go to Google, when you go to Pinterest and you see a design, you can screenshot or you download, and you can always come here to actually tweak it, manipulate it, give it a new touch according to what your client wants. So if you need another size, go to canvas. So let's pick another design. So we are going to pick what we are going to add on it. So click on blend. You see I want to show us the effect of blend, what and what you can use blend to do. So you click on screen this time around. So when you click on screen, it's actually almost fit into the screen. So see what we have. You can always increase intensity, reduce intensity. Then you can check others to see which one suits you. So sometimes when you see the one that suits you, but maybe there is a way you want to do it so that the edges will be smooth, or the edges will not be smooth, or it will actually, you can always crop it, you can mask it like this and see how to go about it so that it won't have a smooth edges. So that's how to go about that part. So from here to, you can always blend your whatever you pipe on your design so that it give a new touch to your background. Go to blend, use lighting. You can use the lighting one, you can use the screen, that's lighting, that's screen. So that's how to go about when you are piping something on your design and you want it to give a new touch. You see now when we write happy birthday, this was another design we copied from Google. So the design itself also was from Google, we screenshot it from Google, and when we pipe it on each other, it actually gave a new touch. So depending on the kind of design you want to do, you know, when you have like maybe on a good background, your design is 70% ready, and that is how to go about it. So you can export your design when you are done. You can actually export your design when you are done. So that's how to go about it. Now let's move on and see how to do another design. We are going to just keep watching this video. There are lots of ways in which you can manipulate your background. Just keep watching. So let's see how we can manipulate this one. You already know how we can give a blur background. You go to background, you blur it, and you remove the front surface, and that's the first way in which you can blur your background. Now let's give our background black color. Just watch now, we've given our background black color. So we're still going to import the same design. So you are going to see the origin that we are going to do now. So you are blur your background now. Oh sorry, you're not blurring your background. You click on mask. So when you click on mask, so let's start with the circle shape. So you see that brush, you are going to use it to either increase it or decrease it to give it a rough edges. You see that brush, that's your tool, that's your basic tool that you are going to be using to increase or decrease the sharpened edges so that you have a smooth edge. So depending on what you want, at the level of what you want, so you can always use the one at the up and the one at the side to either increase it, decrease it, and give it a new shape. So now let's see how it look like on our design. You see the way it look like on our design, it give our design a new touch. So using max 2, you can also try another max 2 and check how it look like. So that's how to go about. You can always, you see, to either increase it, decrease it, and give a new touch to your design. So you see how it look like. That's how to go about it. Yes, those are the parts you use to tweak your design. Now when you get your design right, when you get your background right, your design is 80% of it or 70% ready. So you use that brush to actually increase, to roughen the edges. You see when you pull it up, but when you increase it down, you are going to get a rough edges. So you see what we have now, and it's actually a nice one. So that's how to manipulate your background. That's one of the ways to manipulate your background. So let's give this black background a new touch and see how it look like. Let's give it a red color. You see how it look like on a red color. Let's give it another color. Let's give it like maybe purple. Okay, let's give it like purple. You see what it look like on purple. You see what it look like on purple. You can go on and on and on, and that's how to manipulate your background. So let's move now to PixelLab. That's why I say that you have so much to learn here. Just keep watching. So let's go to PixelLab. You go to import. So let's pick a design. So let's pick this design. At PixelLab too, you can always pick a canvas for your design. When you go to import and you want the size of your background to be different, just go to canvas and it will give a new size. Then when you are done, you just put it on transparent background. So now you go to color filter. Color filter will bring you here. Then you'll be able to increase and decrease the hue. This HUE, you can increase it, you can decrease it, and it will give your background a new color. It will give your background a new touch. It will change this. So now this is green. When you increase it, you can get purple. You can get so many color. So when you decrease it, so you get another thing. This HUE, hue. That's how to change the color of your background. But beyond that, I'm still going to show you something after this. Just watch. You can always increase the saturation to decrease the saturation, and that's how to go about it. The brightness too is also to increase and tweak your background and give it a new touch. Imagine if your client is wearing blue and that's the only background you can design, and he or she wants something like this. So you just need to tweak it. You don't need to be going up and down on internet to look for the best blue background. If it is something like this that your client wants and you got it, just change the color. And that's how to go about. That's how to change the color of your background. Now see this that we got just by changing the hue and the saturation. Okay, saturation is even 0. So that's how to go about it. That's how to go about it. Now, so now let's import another design. Let's import another design. So this is our design now. If you're okay with the size, just click OK. So just mark it and continue your work. Now at this point, you can always, now I'm supposed to remove the background of this, but because of our time, so you can always change the background, change the color, and put it on the transparent background when you are done, and import it. If you want to see how we put it on a transparent background, you can check our other design, our other tutorial on graphic design on this channel. So you see how you can put your design on transparent background and use it for other things. So you can remove the background when you are done. Just this is how to change the color. You see, when we go to color contrast and when you go to hue, you'll be able to change the color, the brightness, the saturation. If you want a new touch till you are satisfied. But if you're okay with the way the color is, just only change the hue, the HUE. Just only change that if you're okay with the brightness and others. So that is how to go about it. It can change so many colors. If you look at it very well, you realize that it can change to so many colors. It can change to so many. So that's how to go about it. You can always use the brightness, the saturation to adjust to what you want. And when you are done, remove the background, change to PNG, and write whatever you want to write on your design. So that's how to go about it. So now let's change this color. In case you have something like this, you like it, you want to use this for your design, but it's not matching the clothes of your client, how you go about this? So just go to color filter, ensure it fits into the design very well. Go to color filter, click on color filter, You see that? Yes, you click on it and you change the hue to so many, so it can change to purple, to green, to so many things. Moving forward, you see the green color. So that's how to go about it. So when you are doing this, right, you can go to that fourth, you can go to the down part and go to background on PixelLab and change it to transparent background. So you can always import it back and use it for whatever you want to use it for. Then go to the last thing that would design. So that's how to go about it. So you see that it can change to so many colors. Even when you use the saturation, it can actually either brighten it, reduce it, and the likes. So that's how to go about it. If you're okay with the lightning, you can just only change the hue, the HUA. So this is the saturation, making it more greener and all those things. But because of our time, you can always check that one on your own. Now you see that this material would already remove the PNG. So you go to this fourth part, this down part, the last line on PixelLab, and go to the 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go to the fourth one and change the background to transparent when you are done. So that's how to go about. But now let's go to color filter and just decrease it and give it a new touch. In case you need a new touch for your design. If you notice that this thing hardly changed to black. If you want it to change to black, you go to the saturation and reduce it to 0. So that's how to go about it. And the black may not be the total black part. Yeah, I'm going to show you something after this design so you can understand what I'm saying. This effect is less on black color, but you see what I'm saying. Just keep watching. Last thing, you see what I'm saying. So this is how to change your color into whatever color you need. So that's how to go about it. So you can change it to purple, brighten it, increase the saturation to get the perfect color you want. So now you see what will happen when you use black color. The effect on black is almost 0. So you see now, let's go to color filter. That's color filter. You see what I'm saying? You see that when the colored part is changing, the black is not changing. That's it, that the HUE effect, the hue effect is lesser on black color, and it hardly changes things to black, except maybe you reduce the saturation to 0, and the black won't be a strong one. So that's how to go about it. So that is how to go about it. You go on and on and change. So you see, so that's to show you that the black effect. So now all these things just to help us to ensure our design come out with a new touch, to ensure our design come up in a way that is, you are not stressing yourself so much. Imagine if you are looking for a cloth that is black and red and you are not seeing it. You can always use the saturation, this brightness and all, and the contrast with the hue to change it to whatever color you want. So that's how to go about the. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, you are missing a lot of things. As a graphic designer and video editor, there are so many things for you. Graphic design things, video editing things, and the like. So ensure you subscribe to this channel to enjoy the best about graphic design and video editing. Now we are not done. Just check the last thing we want to do, and this will amaze you the most. So just like it, you can even change the old design to your own color. Is that not very funny? You can change the old design to whatever color you want. You see, as we are changing this design, now you can change the saturation. You can change the hue design. You see, it's not only applied to materials. It doesn't only apply to plain background. Even colored background, you can actually tweak it using the color filter to change it to whatever you want. So, and that's how to go about it. So you can go on and change your color. You see the way we change that using brightness. You can tweak it to whatever you want. Give it a new touch. Give it a new look. So subscribe to this channel for more updates. Check other videos on this channel. And don't forget to like and comment if you enjoyed this video. It actually pushes our video to larger audience. And that is how to go about it. So we use another second option. another second design for you to know that even color design, it's this applied to it. Even color design, even color, you go to color filter just as you see it there and change it to whatever you want. So subscribe to this channel for more updates, like, comment, ask your question, and that is how to go about it. My student has a question, and that is how I'm actually pushing out this video. So enjoy yourself and ensure you continue to practice whatever you learn. The more you practice, the more you become better. Nobody knows it all, but when you keep practicing, you discover so many things on your own and you'll be able to utilize it. I wish you good luck and I wish you best. So you can go on and change your background, change the color and the likes.